The CPI, baby dolls, the CPI has come out cooler than expected. We are going to be bullish for crypto, fingers crossed. But first, you are this cute little squirrel enjoying your grapes in the morning. Look how cute you are. They have a little cutlery here for you too. Look at you in the morning having your little grapes. Okay, baby dolls. So the CPI came out. And it was very, very good. It came out. You can see here, I have informed you about this website, forexfactory.com. Forexfactory.com. And if you go here, you'll be able to catch up with the data. And you just get to kind of get a feel about, what's coming out next. You don't really have to be on top of it. I can be on top of it for you. But it's really cool to have a look. And the CPI, otherwise known as the CPI, came out here. 4%. I was surprised because it was already expecting. Remember, look at this. See this number? This was the previous number. It's 4.9. But because it is a rolling 12 months backwards, this is month 12, right? Minus 12, and this is 0. They only get month 12 backwards. Anything from before that, they delete. So we had a big 1% print 13 months ago. Now, that 1% is gone. And so they take the new 1%, they take the new monthly data, and it's only down to like 0.1% for the month. So that's why you can see it's only 4% now. Wow, have a look at you. This is going to keep dropping like a rock. And you can see automatically crypto did this cute little knee-jerk reaction upwards, and now it's coming around down. The stock market's doing okay. And you just get to see now how the market's going to react to it. I don't know if there's going to be a big crypto move, but this is at least good wind beneath our wings to show us that, hey, the macro is trying to help us. Even though there might be a cycle turn, people get a bit bullish, but, all those people on the sidelines who are worried about interest rates and all these other things, giving a big, deep recession and deep depression, they're probably going to have to think twice about that now because, even though crypto has been struggling, hey, the inflation's coming down. Everybody was worried about a double top inflation. So this number for CPI came out 0.1. Now it's down to 4%. You know what's cool? In the next data, they're also going to remove minus 1% again. So we could be down in like the high 2s in a few months straight away. If you scroll down here, you'll be able to see the US, the interest rates, right? I'll click on calendar. You can see that the US interest rate it's here, right? It is here, 5.25%. So right now, rates are 5%, right? So rate is 5.25%. CPI equals 4%. You can see how there's that huge difference. Because there's a huge difference, it means it's definitely in the tightening zone and CPI is going to keep coming down. You know what we're also going to check? We're going to check the CME Fed Watch tool live so you can see have the interest rates expectations changed for FOMC coming soon. And here I have the page up. The target probabilities. This was 70 to 75% before. Now it's up to 80%. You can also see here for like a quick shortcut. So the market's pricing in an 80% chance that the US Fed is going to hold rates. This is super important. And that's because I have this picture here for you to show you what happened in the previous market. This is a beautiful picture. Thank you to kind baby doll friend Hans for making this picture. I can show you how to make it later and overlay so you can see. I'll make it here for you so we have some fun. You get to see Bitcoin's price overlay with the rates. So just I'm going to zoom in now just to show you. Look at this. Look at this. The bottom line is the rates. You can see the rates. I kept hiking and hiking and hiking. Look at this. Look at this. And then the Fed said, okay, no more hikes. You know exactly at this point right here. So the top is the Bitcoin price. The S&P 500 had a big spike down. It went literally minus 20%. And the Fed there went, that's it. No more hikes. No more hikes. We're stopping. They basically threw in the towel. So on that moment, crypto had crashed as well. And we had bottomed out. So the stock market couldn't take it anymore. And then the next move was up. A big flash rally for Bitcoin. See, this is where it gets very interesting. The Plus token Ponzi was running during this time. So many people will say that there was a big Ponzi in China, which there was, and they were collecting Bitcoin and Ethereum, doing the BitConnect yield, and it collected a lot of money, and that was the reason why we went up. Yes, it is part of the reason why we went up, but it's almost like the charts told you anyway. Like the US Fed had hold rates, and it was now time for a pump. So the narrative will kind of tell you how severe or weak the pump or the collapse may be, but the general direction is always going to be roughly the same. It's almost like it's always programmed. It's very strange how these happen. Just the cycles, friends. That's it. Cycles. Just like there's night and day, just like how you put your fluffy slippers on and then you take them off. It's the same thing here. Now, what are we going to come to see coming next? So we are right here. You see up here? This is where we are right now. We are hoping that they hold rates. If they hold rates, we get the holding. And then we're going to see, so Bitcoin is right here. We're going to see what it's going to do. It will be nice if we get some nice rally up to like 40,000 by the end of the year. Because if everybody is right about the stock market kind of collapsing later on eventually, then we're unfortunately going to get some jitters in crypto. I would like you to know too, don't be scared, because everybody in crypto is talking about that big collapse. If you let's zoom in so you can see here, right? Do you see the zombie virus here? Okay, see the zombie virus right here, the zombie virus. Everybody has this anchored into their mind right now. It is printed. It is burned inside our memory banks. We know, all right, stock market's going to poop. There's going to be a black swan and we're just going to go down with it. I promise you, go back in history. Whenever you look at a big catastrophic event like this, it does not happen for a very long time afterwards. Precisely because everybody's waiting for it. That's why. All everybody talks about is the black swan, S&P. That's all we're talking about. We still talk about it today. Today, that's all everybody talking about, like the big black swan that comes, the big capitulation. So we might find, you see here how Bitcoin, I'm doing up here. See how it just goes up and just grinds forever? And this is what I'm drawing right now is the Bitcoin halving run, and then it comes back down, and then it grinds up again. Now it goes back to the top. You see this run, this stairway to heaven? This is most likely what I'm feeling we get. That's what I'm feeling we get, just like some sort of staircase to heaven, because it just doesn't seem like anybody is expecting this. No one. I haven't spoken to anybody but myself who actually thinks, you know, we might just do this slow, methodical stairway up to heaven. I like this scenario. You know why? Because this scenario rewards people like you and me. We are outsiders. We're just in the game. We're just believing. We're not in these leverage trading. We're not trying to flip-flop, up, down, left, right, doing handstands with Gary Gensler and the UFOs. We're not trying to do any of this stuff. We're just buying and holding and believing long-term. And I believe all those short-term traders who came in, they want to like step in our throats and call us stupid. They were the ones selling the lows and trying to get back into the leverage. I think they're going to get punished somewhere. And I sat down and I thought, how is the market going to punish them? I know they're going to lose. And I figured it out. You know, the only way to punish them is if we get a similar boring upwards methodical grind, right? Now, when I say boring, it's not actually boring, but it looks boring on the chart, because right now, if you look at Bitcoin's chart, it doesn't look boring at all, right? This looks like death right now. We're in here. We're thinking, oh my God, SEC's coming for us. There's a fluffy slipper crisis out there. There's literally a fluffy slipper famine out there. What's going on? Everything's a security. Are they going to come for Ethereum next? All these uncertainties are coming, but it's not reflected in the Bitcoin Ethereum chart. But it is in our sentiment, in our mind. So that's what might come next. That'll be fantastic if that happens, because we got rewarded. So, friendly reminder, the stimulus pump. The stimulus pump usually happens when they hold rates. So hopefully they hold rates. But, okay, I'm just going to let you know, we are gambling here. We don't know how long they're going to hold. Okay, they got to hold here for 6 months, all right? They got to hold here for 6 months. Are we going to get a 6-month hold till December at the end of this year? What if we only hold for like a month, friends, and then we got a cut? I know no one's expecting it, but like, what if the economy just turns bad super fast and we have to cut, and then unfortunately Bitcoin goes down? That'll hurt. What about if the economy, I know this is crazy, by the way, what about if the economy is stronger than we think and they hold for a full year? Imagine that. Imagine they hold for a full 9 to 12 months. I don't think this is likely, just because inflation is dropping so fast and so hard. I don't see how they could put rates at 5.25% every month while inflation's down to 3 and then 2.6 and then 2.5. Most likely they will start to drop their interest rate just to kind of match down with it. But then we're going to have to be nervous because we're like, uh-oh, are they cutting the rates because the economy is slowing, or are they cutting the rates to match the inflation? Because we know the politicians are lying to us. We know they're going to be telling us, sit down, everything's fine. There's plenty of fluffy slippers to go around. We're only cutting interest rates to match the inflation drop. But that's the politicians lying to us once again. So we are going to stay on board, friends. You know, at the end of the day, whether we move up, down, left, right, these candles can send you mental. I mean, we just saw good CPI and then come back down. Is bad news coming? We don't know. Once you play these games, this is the world you're starting to play with. You know, it's so much easier. Just put on a monthly chart and go, whatever, man. We're just saying, put on a monthly chart, put on a log chart, and you say, okay, I know the game I'm playing, and the game is to make it to 2025 December. Tell mum and dad, CPI came in cooler, and we love you for it. Like, subscribe button, or catch you in the next one.